Hello everyone. My greetings to one and all. I am Poonam Vohra from Egypt Economics Learning Center. From now onwards, the discussion will be on human capital formation. The greatest asset of every nation is human resources. Development of human resources is essential as it facilitates improvements and reinforces all other aspects of development. The ultimate purpose of development is to create an enabling environment for people to enjoy long, healthy and creative lives. And it has become more relevant now in the globalization era. In this background, we shall try to understand how people become resources. This unit on human capital formation is explained through 8 videos. To begin with, learner will understand the basics of human capital formation and then the sources of human capital formation. Learner will then analyze the role of human capital in economic development. The learner will also evaluate the challenges faced in human capital formation. Thereafter, the learner will understand the growth of the education sector, challenges faced by the education sector, initiatives taken by the government to improve the education sector, and finally, the performance of education sector. The first session focuses on the basics of human capital formation. So let us begin. Let's recapitulate and let us begin with the term resource. That is a source of supply from which a benefit is produced and that has some utility. In the manufacturing economy, humans are considered as labor, one of the 4 factors of production. In that sense, an individual is a resource. However, as the economy moves from manufacturing to an informational economy, there is a paradigm shift in the way humans are seen. A human being is not seen as a resource of labor, but rather is an asset or capital. Hence the term human capital. Capital is also one of the factors of production. So human capital refers to knowledge, experience and skills of people in a country, and human capital formation is the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons who have the skill, education and experience which are critical for economic and political development of a country. Hence, human capital refers to the stock of skill and expertise, and human capital formation is the addition to stock of skill and expertise of a nation at a point of time. The existing stock of human capital can be raised by incurring expenditure on education, health, training, migration and information. Hence, the human capital formation is converting human resources into human assets. Human capital is not same as physical capital. We have just understood the meaning of human capital. That is the stock of skill and expertise of nation at a point of time. Hence, human capital is intangible and built in mind and body, but cannot be traded in the market, whereas physical capital is tangible and can be traded or sold in the market like a commodity. Human capital cannot be separated from the owner, whereas it is possible in the case of physical capital, and it can be separated from its owner. Human capital can be done through internal consciousness and hence comprises of social benefits, whereas physical capital can be built through imports from other areas and hence comprises of private benefits only. So human capital cannot be transferred, whereas physical capital can be transported and can be transferred within and between the nations. Why is human capital formation important? It is important simply because it raises the productivity and production as skilled workers make efficient use of available resources. It stimulates innovation and creates ability to absorb new technologies. According to the 7th plan, human resource development or human capital is associated with and assigned a key role in any development strategy in a country. So trained and educated people are an asset in accelerating economic growth and in ensuring social change in desired directions. It also enables people to enjoy higher living standard. Education enhances the outlook. Education enhances the outlook and attitude of people towards various aspects of life like jobs, market, mobility, gender bias, traditions, and so on, which are helpful in the development of a country. Now assess yourself. A piece of information is being provided. You are required to fill in the gaps using the clues that have been given. So choose an appropriate term to complete each sentence. Let me read it for you. Economic growth is an dash to produce goods and services in comparison to the past periods. It is possible when the consumers dash clothes, cars, technology, appliances and homes. Dash creates a positive ripple effect leading to improved employment, also leads to dash. As companies become more profitable, they tend to dash money into their businesses, which include new equipment and technology purchases to boost a dash. Hence, dash enhances productivity. Seems to be quite simple. Please check your answer. Economic growth is an increase in an economy's ability to produce goods and services in comparison to the past periods. It is possible when the consumers tend to increase their purchases of clothes, cars, technology, appliances and homes. Spending creates a positive ripple effect leading to improved employment, also leads to higher GDP growth. As companies become more profitable, they tend to invest more money into their businesses, which include new equipment and technology purchases to boost a company's productivity. Economic growth enhances productivity. I hope you are clear with the basics of human capital formation. With this, the first session comes to an end, but we shall continue further, and in the next session, the discussion will be on the sources of human capital formation. Till then, be aware, keep reading, keep learning.